Yeah, yeah. Big J, Big J TV, y'all. Let's talk about it. Appreciate y'all for coming in, tapping in. We're gonna do a solo stream, I guess. I'm not too sure what Unk is. It is what it is. I'm gonna start off like this: like the stream, best way to support. You know what I mean? Best way to support your boy. Appreciate y'all for tuning in and tapping in, man. You know what I mean? I'll say it like this. Right now, it's currently game 5. Indy is down. By the way, I say OKC is up 35-26. I think Tyrese Halliburton might have gotten some kind of injury. He's actually in the locker room right now. This is gonna be huge because you're gonna have to test the resolve of the team. What I'm seeing right now is OKC shooting a lot better, especially somebody's catching a heater. I think Aaron Wiggins is actually on fire right now. He just got his second three. Mm-mm. And I'm just generally impressed. I'm impressed by the team, by the squad. You know what I mean? And this is the thing. They're playing at home, right? The the OKC Thunder are playing at home, and the key to playing at home is your bench guys are actually going to perform better. So if your bench is performing better, you're going to have that home court advantage. We can't deny home court advantage. Now, another thing about home court advantage is the whistle. It's the whistle. It's the whistle. And I'm going to keep it real. The whistle has played a role in this series. Y'all already know what I'm saying. I already told y'all, man. I'm biased. I want Indy to win, right? But what I've seen is the whistle has played a low key role in this entire thing. Now, who was the head ref? I want y'all to get in the chat. Who was the head ref for game 4? Series 2-1 in Indy. Who was the ref for game 4? Who was the head ref? Everybody knows who the head ref for that one was. Everybody and their mama knows who the head ref was. Yes, of course, it was the extender. It was the extender, fam. You think Adam Silver wanted that series to end in 5 or 6? Hell no, because let me tell you something. If the Pacers had won that game, I'm telling you, if they had won game 4, this would have been done in 5. This would have been the last game of the entire series. You know what I mean? So, in order for him to sell the product, right? And specifically, Silver is selling a product. The product is the NBA. You need a corrupt ref who's going to extend the extender. You know what I mean? Chris Paul's favorite. You know what I mean? Oh my God. Now look, am I mad at it? I'm not mad at it. You know what I mean? I'm not mad at it because I love this. I'm gonna be real. Not even loved. I just love this series, fam. This series has been fantastic. And the thing about this series is it's mostly basketball based. You know what I mean? And I like the memes in it. You know what I mean? Apparently now, Shay is called I Shida. You know what I mean? Instead of I Cowed. Let me look at the memes. His name is because we got the Haliban, right? We got the Haliban. This is the Haliban versus Al Shaida. I find it funny, man. I find it funny. The Haliban. Now look. Sir, let's look at some of the memes. It says, let's look at this one. It says, Sir, Al Shaida just responded with an attack on our home soil. Hey man, he came through. And they got George W. Bush as Halliburton. Now let me keep it real, man. The reason OKC won is not just the extender. I think that would be kind of that's a bit disrespectful. It's not too disrespectful. It's accurate, but it's somewhat disrespectful because I'm gonna call balls and strikes, bro. I'm not here to lie to you guys. Why would I lie to you? I'm not gonna lie to you guys. You know what I mean? I got so much respect for y'all. I'm not here to lie. What happened in that series, in that game, right? That game 4 was that Al Shaida, yes, Al Shaida himself did really, really, really well, right? Really, really well in the fourth quarter. And I say all that to say this. You don't see him do well in the fourth quarter. He's not a fourth quarter guy. He is not the Halliburton. You feel me? The Halliburton, he's dropping nukes on that motherfucker. I'm talking about literally with the last few seconds that left in the game. The Halliburton is serious. We're talking about game 5. This is a critical game 5, y'all. Critical in game 5. But what happened is look at Shea's stat line, brother. He went 35.0 assists. He said, I am not passing. I'm going for the Kobe special. And he went for 3 rebounds on that joint. I'm going to tell you something. I don't know how many points he got in the fourth quarter, right? I don't know how many points he got in the fourth quarter, but I think he had enough. He had a lot of points in the fourth quarter. You know what I mean? Let's search it up. So, what he did in the fourth quarter, I'm Googling it right now. SGA stats in the fourth, right? Where is it showing me? I'm trying to look for his stats in the fourth quarter right now. Let's find out. So SGA, he's averaging 6.5 points, 1 assist, 0 point rebounds, 59 games in the fourth quarter. Let's look at the playoff stats. So this is for regular season. Let's find out what he does in the fourth quarter. Stats. You know what I mean? Let's see in the playoffs. Because I believe maybe he got like 7 or 8 points in that fourth quarter, right? And it was all needed, bro. They needed every last one. Oh, my bad. I was mistaken. The man went for 15 points in the fourth quarter, 1 steal, 1 block. And what made it really, really impactful is that on the other end, Mathurin missed his shots. I think he missed 3 out of 4 free throws. And that's when the game was super tight, super, super tight. I think they were down at some point. I believe the Pacers were down maybe 4 points. Had he made all of his free throws, I'm talking about Mathurin, right? You would have had a situation where you have a Halliburton game-winning shot in effect. And we know what the Halliburton does. But guess what? The extender, and I have to call him, he started giving calls to SGA, right? So Scott Foster did exactly what he was supposed to do. Now, what made this game slightly annoying is that at the beginning of the game, they had not given a lot of foul calls to Scott Foster, right? So in my mind, I was thinking, okay, was this necessarily a Pacers choke job or not? I looked at it multiple times, and for me, it was a Pacers choke job. It was a Pacers choke job because Pacers were leading most of the game. I think the Thunder, what the Thunder did is they came back around, let's say the last 4 or 5 minutes of the game. Actually, maybe less, maybe like last 3 minutes of the game, they took a lead and they didn't stop. The defense clamped up and the offense made plays. I want to highlight somebody else too, right? We're not gonna be here and not give credit where it's due. We're not. We're not. I don't do that. I definitely don't do that. The person who was a real X factor in my eyes, and it was kind of time because you knew a game like this was coming from him. It was Alex Caruso, bro. Alex Caruso, and I don't know what happens, but 1 game or 2 games in the series, he's gonna go off. He's gonna let off, and he let off on this game. Defensively, you already know he's gonna be there, but he gave them 20 points, 3 boards. You Give your team that type of boost, you're going to win the game because look, you definitely have your two main guys. The two main guys going to take you there. SGA, the MVP, Jalen Williams. They're almost a lock for 25 points or more. That's a lock. But then the X factors are going to be, even though Holmgren is maybe they claim a big three. I don't think he's part of the big three. I think there's a big two, but then they need a third to come with them sometimes. Aaron Wiggins had some good games. You know what I mean? Uh, you had obviously Chet Holmgren, Hartenstein. These people sometimes have good games. Talking about Hartenstein, I'm gonna give a lot of credit to OKC's head coach, man, Mark Dagnall. Mark Dagnall, what he did is that he went back to double bigs. And me and Unc, we talked about this earlier, that in order for them to succeed, in order for OKC to actually do something, they have to go back to what they've been doing. They can't go, they can't play around. See, if you have a working formula, why play with it? Why play with it? Don't play with it, don't play with it, don't play with it. And for me, I looked at it like, okay, you have your double bigs, talking about Heinstein and Holmgren, who have actually led you to the dance, right? And by the way, I think Isaiah Joe just botched a three in somebody's faces. OKC's going on a run right now. This is something I talked about even earlier this season. OKC has a great way of front running. They have a lot of points in the first quarter, a lot of points in the second. So much so that by the time you get to the fourth, it's a blowout. But this is the issue. If you keep the game close at in the fourth, they are liable to choke, man. They are liable to choke because the sphincter, the backside gets tight. By the way, Halliburton's back in the game. They really needed him. He went off to the locker room. Look, they bum bums get tired. I'm sorry because they haven't experienced a lot of fourth quarters. Indy, they rise to the occasion in the fourth, and sometimes if they're getting blown out, like they got blown out by I think it was New York in Game 5, they'll lie down. They'll lie down. You know what I mean? Rick Carlisle will wave the white flag. It is what it is. We know what it is. But I was hating on Dagnall earlier, but I'm gonna give him credit. I'm not here to hate. If you did the right thing, you did the right thing. I'm gonna salute you. I'm going to salute you because them double bigs were getting offensive boards and rebounds so much so to a rate that Siakam and Miles Turner could not handle the smoke. And let me tell you, you get an offensive board, you keep a possession. Now, earlier in the series, they were targeting Holmgren, meaning they get Siakam the ball, one-on-one versus Holmgren. Holmgren is not fast enough to keep up with Siakam. But when you have another player come in with you to actually help, Alex Caruso, like I said, you catch a W, you catch a win. So I'm not 100% shocked by this. The bench players have been so important this entire series. If you have somebody, you know what I mean, like like Alex Caruso is technically a bench player. He's their sixth man. If you have him giving you 20 points, you're going to probably win the game. Benedict Mathurin, if he's giving you 27 some points, you're going to win the game. It's not rocket science. You just have to have players who show up. They got to show up. They got to show up. And by the way, your stars cannot disappear. And this was weird because Tyrese Halliburton has not disappeared in fourth quarters, but he wasn't as present. He wasn't as present. Another person who I think was really important to what, or is still really important to what they do as a team, is Naismith, Aaron Naismith. And this is the shocking part because Naismith was really, really good in the New York series, right? But they are D'ing him up, and they're actually using him as a lot as a primary defender on. They're using him as a primary defender on SGA. He got in foul trouble. He got 6 fouls, so they had to kick him out. But bro, if you're on your 6 fouls, brother,
and you only gave 8 points, 9 boards, 2 assists. We need a bit more from you. We need some action from you. You know what I mean? So to see that happen, I didn't like it. I personally didn't like it. But credit again to OKC, because OKC had, like I said, a fantastic fourth quarter. And you don't see them in that zone where they have to come back. They never do. You never see that. So I'm not here to hate, disrespect. They did what they were supposed to do, right? Now, this is how this is how I think this was gonna happen, right? And I think that it's something. Mm, I think it's something we should keep note of, right? I think it's something we should keep note of. Charles Barkley said that because they won the game, I'm talking about OKC, because of the game 4 win, right? That they're going to win this series. Mm, they're going to win the series. That's what he said. I personally disagree. I'm going to find the video and we're going to get to it, right? Let's see what he said here.
But you don't get to go to Friday night is D-Day. That's their season. If they get down 3-1, they're not going to win this series. Now, if they get it to 2-2, they go back to being the favorite. But you don't get to go to the finals and to say we're going to get back the next year. Look at the Boston Celtics. Yeah. They probably going to break that team up. Man, it's hard to get here, and that might be your only chance. Like Reggie Miller is one of the greatest ever. They haven't been here in 25 years because you're going to have to start paying people. OKC going to have to start paying people. Right? Friday night is huge for this organization. I can't wait because I love big games.
My point is, bruh, he's low key. He was low key, not even low key, like high key cooking, man. Because when he said the importance of that game, he was trying to state the fact that, bruh, you have to win that game. It was extremely important to win that game. Because, yes, sometimes you can't go back. Sometimes you cannot go back. Ask Westbrook. Ask Kevin Durant with the Thunder. Ask James Harden. James Harden hasn't been back to an NBA final. It's real. So for me, when he stamped OKC, because after the game reaction, this is what he said. We have at least this is what I kind of got. I think this series is a wrap, implying that OKC has smelled blood in the water. I don't think it's a wrap. I personally don't. I do not think it is a wrap at all. But OKC showed something, especially in that fourth quarter, that hey, we won't be denied when it's time. We won't be denied, right? And hey, man, they could not be denied. That comeback showed me something that they haven't done much in the playoffs, and that's come back from being down most of the game. Hey, give them their credit. Give them their respect. I'm giving them their respect, right? And what Indy has to do, by the way, it is 48-36. Thunder are up 12 points right now. This is not looking good. Shout out to Jalen Williams and SGA. Jalen has 12. Shea has 11. They are really, really crashing in. They're really slashing to the basket. And even on the opposite ends, causing some havoc, man. They're causing some havoc. So great first half for them. I don't think the Pacers are really showing that much heart, that much action. Let's look at least the box score right now in the game. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what's going on right now. Right now we're looking at 36-49. I think my stream might be a bit late. My anyways, don't worry about that. Siakam has 10,
Mouse Turner has 6. Halliburton hasn't gotten a basket. Goddamn. Nate Smith has 6. Thunder doing really well with Jalen Williams and SGA. Everybody else is kind of muted. We have this is gonna be a great game to end it off with. Now look, what else is going on in the league, man? What else is going on? What I've been liking personally is this Michael Beasley and Lance Stevenson, man. Right now, if you now this is not necessarily the league. You know what I mean? This is something else. These are things that are happening outside of the league, basically exhibition games, almost on some misfits boxing type of thing. They had
I'm
a
gonna do it
little.
to you real. I'm gonna do it to you real nice and slow. And say I'm gonna do it to you sexy.
These mans did a face off. They did a face off, man, like on some boxing shit. Let's go.
So I'm gonna make them people love you tonight. You understand? For real. I'm gonna make the people love you.
Already.
I'm gonna have you shake it ass, nigga. I'm gonna make you dance.
No Diddy, bro. What?
Lance.
No, I ain't gonna do that.
I'm gonna make you dance, Lance. We gonna get straight to it, nigga. I'm gonna bring my dancing shoes and I'm gonna tap all over that court. You understand? You better.
How does nigga look fresh and a bum at the same time, man? You gotta work on your dookie braids, my G. Let's work on that beard, family. What you doing?
No.
Oh my god.
Nobody in the world ever did that.
Hello, everybody. Nobody at your service. I'm gonna do it to you real. I'm gonna do it to you real nice.
And did he do it to him real nice? Did he do it to him real nice? Yes, it was up to a 30-point game. I think he got 30 to like 21 or something like that. Either way, after the game, he wrote this. Lance Stevenson said, "Great game, bro. Michael Beasley, I love you to the moon and back. Now grab a cigarette and a towel. We made a sex tape that Kim Kardashian would envy. Nasty, nasty work. Nasty. But guess what? Funny enough, they became teammates. Yes, they became teammates in the big 3. Here's some highlights from the game. Bees was going in, man. Look at smooth step back. Smooth step back. Look at that. Ooh, jumper. Keep in mind though, Bees is actually way taller than not way taller, but I think Bees is like 6'7", 6'8". And you have Lance 6'5", something like that. Size discrepancy, obviously, right? But it's the move step. Look at this. Backing him up, turn around, jumper, good J. But the issue is the game was actually kind of long. You're going up to 30. I think if you go down to 11 and you do multiple rounds, I like that, and they made this interesting because they've been doing a lot of follow-ups.
You let a grown man name you?
How you supposed to get your name?
By my parents, not Lance Stevenson.
How you got your nickname?
Not Lance Stevenson.
How you got your basketball name?
I made it myself.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
You ain't really earned it.
So
nobody named themselves.
By the way, this came out on May 6th, bro. Meaning they have been promoting this for more than a month.
Name yourself. I earned my
Michael
name.
Beasley. That's the most Michael Beasley thing I can ever think of. Name myself, and y'all think it's cool. Be easy. I got dogs. These one of these bite me if I try to rename them. I got these under pounds. These ain't no little pet dogs.
They never heard the name.
I like that. That's what I like to see, man. You know what I mean? They had $100,000 bet. I like it. I like that energy, man. That's what we need. And they got scrappy and they were talking that ish. Now, keep in mind, they are part of the same big 3 team, right? So in the big 3, they are part of the team called Miami 305, right? Right. And in the big 3, they got in beef. So Lance Stevenson actually got in beef with Dwight Howard. Yes, Dwight Howard is in the big 3. Retirement league, it is what it is. Look at this. They're going at it. They're going in. Yeah. They squabbling up in there. Yeah. Shout out Jerome. They got in the stands, bro. And you think that was the only crash out? No, it wasn't. There was another crash out. Yes, Lance Stevenson, I believe, had another crash out versus Crawford.
I forget the Jamal. It wasn't Jamal Crawford. No, it was Jason. It was Jordan Crawford. My mistake. Look, another crash out. Like literally, they went from being teammates, bees, from bees and last week. Look. Let's get negative. Let's get negative. Let's get ratchet. Let's get ratchet. Yeah. Yeah. I like that energy. I like that ish. Two scraps, man. I'm telling you right now, if the big three might have to push into it. By the way, he got all up in his face, man. Look at this. Look at this. Oh. They squabbling up in there. Let's run it back. Went straight for his booger, man. Was going for that for that nose. I love it, man. I absolutely love it. This is what we love. But this is what I don't like. I'm gonna tell you what I don't like. What I don't like is Steven Jackson, this goofy, who's actually beefing with individuals inside his damn league. And keep in mind, Steven Jackson is a former player of the Big Three, right? But now he coaches one of the team. I think he coaches the Houston Real Hands. I'm not 100% sure, right? Gay, I think he had won the game, but he was talking some smack to one of the players. There was something going on. So he's about to pull up. This, keep in mind, this man is in his damn near 50s, man. I think he's like 49, some kind of crazy age. Crashing out. Like what are we doing, man? Grown man, by the way. I just want to remind you, that's a grown man. Not in maturity, though. And that's the problem. Look at him. Crashing out. My G, you're in your late 40s and you rocking braids. What is you doing? You have more chains on than rappers. What are you doing? You are beefing a player. What are you doing? You know what I'm saying? Now you think the crash out is over. Oh, you won the game. My man, you have no emotional maturity. I'm like, bro, what are we doing, man? Let me show you what he said after. And my thing is, Steven Jackson, okay, you had the malice in the palace, you have a certain reputation. But brother, you're a coach. You should have some degree of, maturity. Let's listen to this.
When somebody want to fight, they want somebody to grab. Same bitch ass niggas be at the hotel begging me for shit. Now y'all want to show out in front of these people. One of you niggas get burned fucking with me. I'm not these niggas. Google me, bitch. I will burn one of you hoes. All kind of shit. When somebody want to fight, they want somebody to grab.
40, late 40-year-old man, touching 50, cuz.
Same bitch ass niggas be at the hotel begging me for shit. Now y'all want to show out in front of these people. One of you niggas get burned fucking with me. I'm not these niggas. Google me, bitch.
And that's what, for one thing, I'm gonna say this: whoever's recording is a punk. This is a locker room. All types of ish get said in the locker room. You shouldn't do that. You should have a level of privacy. By the way, Malice on OKC done shot a clutch 3-pointer. Carson Malice. The bench, like I said, the bench is playing great. Like Shaq likes to say, the others are playing great. But guess what? Siakam ain't playing great. Siakam ain't playing, not Siakam, sorry, Halliburton ain't playing great. And that's the problem here. 59-43 right before halftime. Halliburton finally gets a shot off, and it's a miss. Mathurin with the putback. I like it. We got 45-59. I might be a little bit late on my reporting, but it is currently, looking like a 16-point game. 16-point game. Let me get my math correct. It is a 16-point game. Why am I bugging? Yeah, it's a 16-point game. Yeah. Yeah, 16-point game. Why am I bugging now? I gotta work on my goddamn. 16-point game heading into halftime. Halliburton struggling, very much struggling, hasn't gotten any points. But he's a second half guy. Now, if we get some action from not only him but other players, but this is the critique again that a lot of people have for SGA Halliburton. He has games where he disappears, where he ain't, the Halliburton. I'm just keeping it a bean. He's not Halliburtoning nothing, right? So I don't know. We'll see how it goes. The game could end like this. or it could end with him crashing out and bombing, and Al Shaida or Shisis could come through. We'll see, G. We will see, man. And I'll look at it like this, man. Is the game gonna go how we want? Let's find out. Let's find out. Let's find out, man. I want y'all to give me y'all prediction. I think I'm gonna put it in the chat. Indy wins a close one. And y'all can come back to me and let me know, because my original prediction was Pacers in 7, and I have Indy winning this. Feel me? But hey, let's find out. Let's find out. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Your boy's tired, not feeling it. We're doing it just a quick stream today. Appreciate y'all for tuning in, supporting your boy Big J TV. I'm out.